Hi there, traders. This is Brad Gilbert with the FX Market Insight for Monday, the 21st of December. All right, almost one of the last updates for 2020. Now, the dollar itself, just having a look at the what's happening. There's a bit of a gap here on the dollar and on the open, on the dollar index. Now, the dollar is making a bit of a charge here, and it's quite interesting because as we move into the holiday period, where you can sometimes start to see some things start to run. Now, the dollar is going up across the board. You can see the dollar block going down, the dollar pairs going up. So that's nice uniform markets, and it's really reflected across all the charts. If I just give you a quick look, and we've got some nice levels to sort of get into here as well on the dollar index as well. A couple of close levels. You can see a bit of a gap here on the open. Dollar Swiss is waiting to sort of go, almost waiting for confirmation. See dollar yen popping back into the range, and dollar CAD is now popping to the top side. That's got a good 100 odd points before it hits resistance. And on the other pairs, euro looks like it's topped out. It hasn't exactly collapsed yet, because if it goes through 121.50 though, it's going to be interesting. Sterling, with the ongoing Brexit issues, is looking hugely under pressure. And then you've got the Aussie and Kiwi just sitting here primed for a belting on the downside as well. Now, this is all going to depend on the dollar, right? And when you come across to the news, there's sort of mixed, like it's often mixed news, but mixed opinions on the dollar. The increase with the sterling, the indecisiveness between the UK and the EU on the Brexit issue, and then the massive lockdowns globally, this is sending a bit of a rush towards a safe haven. Now, with that, the US dollar has been sort of crunched the last couple of weeks, excuse me. And then if I just give you a look at the dollar, man, it's quite interesting because we've got a really good setup for a big ricochet. Now, let's move something there. Okay, so with the dollar, you can see this massive downtrend. Now, we've got a couple of resistance levels here in play. I mean, the main one's up here at 92.40. So you got a couple of entry levels here. We could see the dollar back towards 92.40 pretty quickly. And that's because we've had a massive overshoot. It's got down below 90, the figure here. Everyone's either been stopped out or thereabouts, and we could see this thing really ricochet hard if the coronavirus stuff sort of blows up and there is this rush to safe haven that we are seeing at the moment. So to me, it's one of those things. It's on the cards, and we could see, as we get closer towards the Christmas New Year break, okay, the holiday season, often things just go a bit stale, but you know what? If the dollar and all this pandemic stuff sort of increases, we could see a really good, nice surge over the course of the next couple of weeks on the dollar. And just bear in mind, there are certain days where the markets are shut, Boxing Day, New Year's Day, and a few other things like that. So not like awesome liquidity, but we might get a run on the dollar, and we might see these trends reverse. Now, long-term trends, well, at the moment, they're still exactly as they were, but the short-term momentum, right? This is what's changing. Now, this dollar's going up across the board. Dollar yen still probably just sideways, really. And the other pairs all going down and falling. So we've got technical levels. Do we have the confidence to rip into the dollar just yet? Probably not, being a Monday, right? It's a Sunday in North America and in Europe. Well, let's wait and see how those markets open up. But I tell you what, the writing's on the wall. We could see, I'm starting to feel like there's a dollar surge coming as we head towards the holiday season. So just keep an eye on that as we go forward. It looks obvious, but obviously the geopolitical news can change very quickly, but it looks sort of semi-exciting in my eyes. All right, guys, that's it from me. As I said, I'll be doing sort of random updates here and there when I get a chance, but it's a good time to take a break, especially with the pandemic and everything else and all the craziness of 2020. So take your time getting trading through this period. As I said, liquidity is a stretch. What you'll find is the spreads will widen out dramatically, especially at the end of sessions and as we go into closing markets. Not most ideal time, maybe some small trades looking for a run of a trend here, but other than that, make sure you pick your timing. All right, guys, have a good one. Cheerio.